Welcome to our YouTube channel, your trusted source for breaking news and insightful analysis. I'm Harry, and this is Gert, and in the next few minutes, we'll bring you up to speed on the latest chapters of about what happens to Jane's life. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's headlines.
Chapter 8. As the Grab driver takes us to the train station where my car is parked, I find myself holding my son tightly on my lap in the back seat. Along the route, we pass a dilapidated hotel, and I silently hope that my car has enough fuel to make it there. The prospect of spending another night in the rain makes me crave a hot shower and a warm meal, but above all, I yearn for the security of four walls, even if it's just for one night. I reassure myself that one night is all I need, and then I can gather my strength and come up with a plan. Handing the taxi driver some cash from the bundle my father gave me, I watch him drive off, uncertain of how much my sister managed to sneak into the bag. Retrieving my keys from the diaper bag, I unlock my car and settle into the driver's seat, pulling the hatchback closed before I realize the car seat is no longer there. Shoot! I curse under my breath, realizing the absence of the car seat, knowing how hard I worked to save up for it. After settling my son into his makeshift bed, I rummage through the bag and empty my pockets. My father's gift of $750 elicits a sarcastic snort from me. "Gee, thanks, Dad," I mutter to myself, though I acknowledge it will cover essentials like formula and diapers for a while, keeping me afloat. Sorting through the bag my sister packed, I uncover an array of feminine products, hair supplies, makeup, and even a set of professional attire, black slacks, a blouse, and black flats, presumably intended for a potential job interview. Her old touchscreen phone and a charger catch my eye before I stumble upon an envelope. As I tear it open, my heart swells with emotion at the sight of a stack of $50 bills inside. A lump forms in my throat. She's given me everything she had. I know it without a doubt. There's nearly $9,000 in that envelope, her entire savings. A tear escapes down my cheek as I turn the envelope over, revealing her neat handwriting. "Don't give up, you can do this. I love you." I read my sister's words, nodding in silent agreement. She's right. I can do this, not because it's easy, but because I have no other choice. I'll find a way to make it work. After quickly gathering some clothes and replenishing the diaper bag, I pack a few snacks for later and change Valentine into a fresh outfit. With him securely in my arms, I grab my umbrella and sling my bags over my shoulder. Without a car seat, driving isn't an option, so I lock up my car and begin walking, aiming for the rundown hotel I spotted earlier. How I never noticed it before is beyond me. But for just one night, I could pretend to be normal. After the brief taste of dignity I had with that decent shower the other night, before being cast aside by my mate and my son's father, I yearn for even a fleeting moment of normalcy, a chance to reclaim my humanity, if only for one night. As I approach the two-story rectangular building, Cagayan Parkview Hotel, the rain has nearly subsided. Its facade tells a story of neglect, peeling paint, overgrown gardens, a sagging sign, and flickering neon lights struggling to stay illuminated. The parking lot lines are faded, and the hotel numbers on the door are barely discernible. At the office, a woman sits on a chair with a cigarette in hand. The jingle of the bell announces my entrance, prompting her to address me without looking up. "I'll be with you in a second. Just let me finish this," she says, gesturing with her cigarette. Her gaze finally shifts towards me, scrutinizing my appearance before settling on my son in my arms. "Is this your child?" she inquires. I nod, instinctively pulling him closer. "Where's the father?" she probes further. I shake my head. "Not your mate's." Her question stings, causing tears to well in my eyes. I'm at a loss for words. "But he's your mate's, so why are you here?" Her curiosity is evident as she gestures to the chair beside her. Leaning in to get a closer look at Valentine, the woman scrutinizes him intently. She appears to be in her 50s, with dark hair cropped to her shoulders, a pierced nose, and heavy eye makeup. Her attire of a tank top and jeans exudes a casual confidence. He has an unusual gaze, reminiscent of someone from my past. The striking amber hue of his eyes often denotes a familial characteristic. Such distinct eyes are a rarity among the wolves of Cagayan City, she remarks, her tone contemplative. So, the blood alpha is your mate and his father, she pieces together, her deduction evident. I'm taken aback by her sharp insight rendered speechless. Alpha Brian is renowned for his piercing electric amber eyes, she adds with a knowing smile, nodding as I remain silent. Powerful family, so why aren't you with your mate? The woman probes further. Unaware of my identity, he swiftly expelled me from the pack territory before I could disclose the truth about his son. I confess, the pain of rejection still fresh. And your family? She inquires gently, sensing the weight of my silence. I hesitate before responding, and she nods knowingly. It's ironic how even my own parents labeled me as a rogue whore. Life has a funny way of unfolding. So, you have a child? I venture, sensing a shared understanding between us. Had a child, his father took him, she replies with a hint of sadness in her voice. So, you're a rogue? I ask tentatively, feeling a sense of solidarity. That term is utterly despicable. Whoever coined it deserves nothing but condemnation. I may be many things, but a rogue whore? That's quite a stretch. You and I, we're not so different. My name is Carmela, and you are? Jane. This is Valentine, I introduce, and Carmela's eyes light up. It suits. After his father, she remarks. How do you know? I inquire, surprised by her insight. About his father? Carmela glances at my son. Amber eyes are a trait of only one bloodline I know. Let's find you a room, she suggests, rising from her chair. I follow her into the small office. I take it you have no identification card, she asks, and I shake my head. I have an old passport I offer weekly, but she dismisses it with a wave of her hand. I don't think you'll cause any trouble. Here, fill this out while I hold Valentine, she says, reaching out to take my son into her arms. As I hand Valentine over to Carmela, she walks behind the counter and settles into her seat while I begin filling out the paperwork. But as I reach for a pen, I realize I have no address to write down, no functioning credit card to use as collateral. With a sigh, I jot down the number for my sister's old cell phone, hoping it will suffice. Feeling hungry? I'm preparing a roast, but it's quite a lot for just one person. You're welcome to join me around 5. It should be ready by then. Carmela offers, gesturing towards a door behind her. A beaded curtain hangs there, and the tantalizing scent of what seems like a lamb roast wafts towards me. My stomach grumbles eagerly at the prospect of a warm, home-cooked meal. Why don't you get settled in, take a shower, and come through that door when you're ready? We can have dinner together. It would be nice to have some company. Not many stop over for the night anymore, and perhaps you can share with me how you ended up as a rogue. Carmela suggests warmly. As I search through my bag to offer her cash from the envelope, she gently hands me my son. All right, let's stick with that plan. It would be nice to have some company. I haven't had anyone stay in months now, Carmela insists. I glance around once more. The place may be a bit run down, but it's still a step up from the back of my car.
Well, thank you, Gert. Tomorrow we will be uploading new chapter. So don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you.